The episode opens with Eren Yeager, trapped beneath the rubble of Wall Rose. He had transformed into a Titan to save Armin and Mikasa from a bearded Titan. His promise to reclaim Wall Maria echoed in his ears. It was a promise made to his childhood friend Armin. Now facing his own mortality, the weight of that vow felt heavier than ever. General Pyxis arrived at the scene. He saw in Eren not a monster, but a potential weapon. He challenged Eren, demanding to know if he was a human or a Titan. Eren declared he would use his Titan powers to seal the breach in Wall Rose. His words ignited hope in some, while others remained skeptical. The fate of humanity rested on the shoulders of a 15-year-old boy. The pressure was immense, the responsibility terrifying. Eren had made a promise, and even in the face of death he would not break it. He would become a shield for humanity, a weapon against the Titans. The question was, could he control the monstrous power that surged within him? The news of Eren's Titan ability spread like wildfire through the ranks of the garrison. For some, it was a beacon of hope in their darkest hour. Finally, a weapon to fight back against the seemingly invincible Titans. Yet, for many, the revelation only amplified their fear. The line between humanity and monster had blurred, and the idea of a human-turned Titan filled them with dread. Daz, a young recruit still wet behind the ears, embodied this fear. He had witnessed the horrors of the Titans firsthand, the brutal efficiency with which they ripped through his comrades. The thought of Eren, someone he had trained alongside, becoming one of those monsters was too much to bear. He cracked, his mind unable to reconcile the Eren he knew with the Titan he had become. Desertion, a crime punishable by death, became a tempting escape for Daz and others like him. Fear had paralyzed their ability to fight, their will to survive. They saw only the immediate danger, the overwhelming threat of the Titans, and the terrifying unknown of Eren's power. The hope that Eren represented was lost on them, drowned out by the deafening roar of their terror. Commander Pyxis, a seasoned veteran of countless battles, understood the fear that gripped his soldiers. He had seen it countless times before, the way it could cripple even the bravest of hearts. He carried the weight of past failures, the memory of lives lost, and the burden of leadership in a world teetering on the brink of annihilation. He knew that humanity had been fighting a losing battle against the Titans for centuries. Each victory was short-lived, each respite a fleeting dream before the nightmare returned. He had seen generation after generation sacrificed on the altar of war, their lives offered up in the vain hope of survival. Pyxis questioned the futility of their struggle, wondering if humanity was destined to be wiped out by these colossal beings. Was their existence nothing more than a cycle of violence and despair? Was there any point in continuing the fight when all hope seemed lost? Section 4. A glimmer of hope, a desperate plan takes shape. Despite his doubts, Pyxis refused to give in to despair. He saw a glimmer of hope in Eren Yeager, a chance to break the cycle of defeat. Eren's ability to transform into a Titan while terrifying represented a power they could potentially wield against their enemy. It was a risky gamble, a desperate throw of the dice, but it was a chance nonetheless. Armin, Eren's childhood friend and a brilliant strategist, devised a daring plan to exploit Eren's abilities. He proposed using Eren as a colossal battering ram, a one-man army capable of lifting a massive rock to seal the breach in Wall Rose. It was an audacious plan, fraught with danger, but it offered a glimmer of hope in their darkest hour. The soldiers, hardened by years of war and accustomed to loss, reacted to the plan with a mixture of skepticism, fear, and a sliver of hope. Could this boy, this monster in human form, truly be their savior? Could they overcome their fear and rally behind him? The fate of humanity hung precariously in the balance. Section 5. Humanity's Last Stand, a commander's call to arms. Commander Pyxis, ever the pragmatist, recognized the potential of Armin's plan. He knew the risks were immense, the chances of success slim, but he also understood that this was their only hope, their last stand against the relentless tide of Titans. He addressed his soldiers, his voice booming across the battlefield, rallying them for one final desperate push. His words were not sugar-coated promises of victory, but a stark reminder of the reality they faced. He spoke of the countless lives lost, the sacrifices made, and the ever-present threat of annihilation. He painted a grim picture of their situation, yet within it, he ignited a spark of defiance. He challenged their fear, reminding them of the indomitable spirit of humanity. He spoke of their duty, their courage, and their unwavering will to survive. His words, laced with both grim determination and a flicker of hope, resonated with the soldiers. They had nothing left to lose, everything to gain. This was their last stand, their final gamble for survival. Section 6. The Elite Squad, Guardians of Hope and Skepticism. Among the soldiers tasked with protecting Eren during his transformation and the execution of the plan, was an elite squad led by Captain Levi. Known for their exceptional skills and unwavering loyalty, Levi's squad viewed Eren with a mixture of skepticism and cautious optimism. They had seen firsthand the devastation Titans could unleash, and the idea of a human wielding that power filled them with unease. Levi himself, a man of few words but deadly efficiency, remained stoic and observant. He had witnessed Eren's raw power, the uncontrolled rage that emanated from him during his initial transformation. He understood the risks involved, the potential for Eren to become as much of a threat as the Titans they fought. Despite their reservations, Levi and his squad were bound by duty and a shared desire to protect humanity. They would stand as shields around Eren, guarding him from both external threats and the potential for his own power to consume him. Their trust in Eren was tenuous, their faith hanging by a thread. Section 7. A Colossus's Burden. Eren's Transformation and Initial Failure. The weight of the world rested on Eren's shoulders as he prepared to transform. The fate of humanity, the lives of his comrades, the memory of his fallen mother, all of it fueled his determination. He clenched his fist, drew blood, and focused his will. A blinding flash of light, a surge of energy, and then, the monstrous form of the attacked Titan emerged from the dust. But something was wrong. His transformation was incomplete, his movements sluggish and uncoordinated. The colossal rock, their only hope of sealing the breach, slipped from his grasp. Despair threatened to engulf him, the weight of his failure crushing. The initial attempt to seal the wall had failed. Eren, overwhelmed by the immensity of his own power and the pressure of the situation, had faltered. The Titans, drawn to the breach by the commotion, surged forward, their hunger for human flesh insatiable. Humanity's last hope seemed to be slipping away, their gamble on the brink of disaster.